Alright, Elegy R8. So I'm going to say that this car is overrated. This is a Nissan GTR that behaves like a truck. It understeers like crazy. Unacceptable. This thing should be a rocket accelerating. It is a bit slow considering that it is. This thing should accelerate way faster. And it's just a truck. It's definitely a freaking truck. It's well balanced, doesn't oversteer, but it's a truck. It understeers like crazy. Look at this. With the steering wheel, it's pretty obvious that this is not the best vehicle in sports class. Many people like this vehicle for some reason. I never understood why. It understeers like crazy. It has well, at the time it had tremendous top speed competing with Massacros. Just a tiny bit slower than Massacros, but it understeers so much. Doesn't have the best brakes for some reason. It understeers a bit. And by bit I mean a lot. But if you learn how to drive it, it's manageable. But you have a better time with the Jester. Just the Jester race car is easier to use than this. Back in the days everybody used to love this, but I was also the one that secretly hated this thing. The Jester race car was a better option, but I guess this comes down to racing preferences. I mean, if you know how to control understeer, you can and will get a fantastic lap time with this, but I never enjoyed the Elegy. And it's a goddamn shame, because I love Nissan GTRs, I really do. For some reason, Rockstar decided to make this the understeer king of the sports class force. I just cannot understand why. Barely made the turn here. Barely made the turn. Understeer, massive understeer. It's an odd vehicle. At high speeds it understeers. At low speeds it massively understeers. At medium speeds it steers perfectly. It's such an odd vehicle. It's extremely cheap. To me it's free, by the way. It's amazing. To me it's a free vehicle. And for a free vehicle this has been a top sports car pick for such a long time. It still is. It still is. I can beat Italian GTOs with this. But you just have to learn how to drive it. It's not the easiest car to pick if you are a beginner. See that? U-turns, forget it. It's just an atrocious. It's an atrocity. Atrocious performance at U-turns by the Elegy. High-speed cornering. This is a good car, despite not having downforce. It's an odd one. It's a very odd vehicle. That's the amount of oversteer you're going to get. Nothing special. Nothing special. To be expected. A 142. I do believe, and I'm the first to say, I'm not the best Elegy racer, because there are better cars to use that are more rewarding than the Elegy, especially in these times. And I definitely am the first to admit that somebody who has more practice with the Elegy than me can easily pick up the car and do a better lap time than what I can acquire here. But again, if he says that the Elegy is easy to drive, easy to pick, and I'm just a noob that doesn't know how to drive the vehicle, then he's lying. Because look at this. That's the U-turn you get with the Elegy. Massive understeer. Massive, massive, massive. And this is the reason why. The Elegy, due to this understeering characteristic, is the reason why it will never be a top pick ever again. Just understeers too much. New cars don't understeer. They're neutral, well balanced. They don't oversteer or understeer. No. Never enjoyed this vehicle. It's going to stay on the 142. There's no way this thing is going to get any better. I'm really trying to make this Nissan GTR shine, but this is no real Nissan GTR. Nissan GTRs don't understeer like this. Nissan GTRs are not trucks in terms of steering. I'll give the Elegy something though. Like the Jester race car, they are very good over bumps. They don't lose control. And that might be one of the reasons why it was so good back then. Despite understeering, it just didn't lose traction while going over bumps. Oh, I'm so wide. I'm so wide, I could not. Okay, going to try and use everything, but still hit the wall. It's like the 9F. They're just garbage at U-turns, and they suffer because of that. Whoa, 141. It's in those, I mean, 1 second margin. There it is, massive understeer, could not make the turn. I was going faster. This at all did not happen with the previous vehicles. Pariah, Italian GTO, Neo, Comet SR, Dinka Jester race car, EC Sports, Drafter, Paragon R. None of these had these issues because none of them understeered. Well, the Italian GTO understeers a bit, but it makes up for that with acceleration. There you have it, the Elegy. It has decent acceleration, decent top speed. The brakes are bad. They're bad, bottom line. Doesn't oversteer, reasonably balanced, but it understeers. At slow speeds it understeers massively, at high speeds it understeers, at medium speeds it can corner well. It's a weird vehicle, the Elegy. Quite weird indeed. I'm the first to say that I don't have the best experience with the Elegy. No, I don't. But I can also say that the car is indeed overrated. It is free though, and if it's not free, well, it costs 75,000. Quite inexpensive. And it's a great buy, great value for the money. But it is no top car anymore. It is no Pariah, no GTO, no Paragon R, no Comet SR. It just isn't. And it's a shame because it's a Nissan GTR. It should have way more traction than what it has. the LG Retro Custom behaves better, has more traction than the current version. What the hell, Rockstar? I rest my case.